Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time, we fought Flannery, the gym leader of Lava Ridge Town here in Nimbaza City. And we also got some secrets revealed by Hugh after a confrontation with Team Plasma. This time, and probably for the entirety of this week, we're probably not going to be making any story progress because I decided to go back and tally up all of the Pokemon we currently own versus all the Pokemon we currently could own. Numbers aren't too terribly pretty because we actually do not own more Pokemon than we do own at this point. Basically, there are 116 Pokemon around the areas that we've visited so far that we don't have, and we only have 94, which means we have less than half of the Pokemon available to us at this point. So, what we're going to be doing this week is we are going to be going around to the various parts of the Unova region that we have already visited, and we are going to be catching ourselves a lot of Pokemon to beef our numbers a little bit, just to save us the headache of having to do it later. So, first things first, what we are going to do is we are going to buy a lot of Pokeballs. 57 should round us out to 100. I think that's probably pretty good. Yeah, alright. I'll probably be buying more throughout this week's episodes, but honestly, we're pretty loaded at the moment, so it's really a non-issue buying all these Pokeballs. Anyway, first things first, what we want to do is we want to come and fish in this lake in Aspertia City, because there are a couple of Pokemon that we can find here that we do not yet have. First one is, of course, everybody's favorite, Magikarp. Now here's the problem. Magikarp has a 95% chance of showing up. The other Pokemon in this area only has a 5% chance of showing up, so we might be here a little while, which will be a little bit unfortunate, but I think I'm going to become very acquainted with the run button very quickly here. Anyway, already caught Magikarp within, I think, 2 minutes of starting the episode, which is awesome. A Magikarp living for many years can leap a mountain using Splash. The move remains useless, though. Of course. Alrighty. So now that we have caught Magikarp, I am going to cut away until I find the next Pokemon that we are looking for. Aha! There it is. It's Feebas. That took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but Feebas sort of has a reputation for being hard to find, so I guess it's upheld here. So let's see if we can catch it. Sheesh, that took a little long, and it's level 3, come on. And it's using Splash, seriously? Alright, this can't possibly take more than 2 Pokeballs to catch. It's level 3. I have been wrong before, though. There we go, 3rd time's the charm. Gotcha, Feebas was caught. Add that data to the Pokedex, and it is a shabby and ugly Pokemon. However, it is very hardy and can survive on little water. Yes, very interesting indeed. Gonna forego the nickname on that one, and now we are going to be heading out to Route 19. Now, unfortunately, here on Route 19, we're going straight from one 5% fishing encounter into another, so I will see you guys on the other side once again. Aha! Here it is. It's Basculin. Basculin is interesting because it can come in multiple colors. I'm not going to be going out of my way to catch all the forms of all the Pokemon, so it looks like we're just going to be grabbing a red one this playthrough. 1, 2, 3. Very nice, very painless. Basculin was caught. Get that data added to the Pokedex. Red and blue striped Basculin are very violent and always fighting. They are also remarkably tasty. Oh god. Oh, I never knew that was in the game. Ugh, Grizzly. Anyway, now that we got that Pokemon, we are going to be heading off to Route 20. Alrighty, so over here on Route 20, there are two types of grass. I am going to be exploring the normal grass first. There are 4 Pokemon I want to find in this grass, and also one Pokemon that only appears in shaking patches, so maybe if we're lucky we'll run into that one. Anyway, into the fray. Ooh, this is one. This is Shroomish. Very nice. That did not take long at all to run into, which I very, very much appreciate. So, let's catch it. After a brief intermission. Okay, that took a little bit longer than I'd care to admit, but we finally caught it. Sheesh, I have a feeling the jump cut is going to be my very best friend in this episode. Anyway, it sprouts poison spores from the top of its head. These spores cause pain all over if inhaled. Ew. I wouldn't want to meet one of these things in a dark alley. Or a patch of tall grass, now that I've got one. Whoa! This is one of the rarer ones I wanted to find. This is Ralts. Very happy I ran into this one quickly because it does not show up very often. We're going to want to catch this one too. Man, I'm making a lot of cuts this episode. There we go. That wasn't too terrible. We got Ralts. Very nice. Ralts is one of those interesting Pokemon I always like to get. If its horns capture the warm feelings of people or Pokemon, its body warms up slightly. Don't get too happy around this thing, it might explode. Jeez. Ugh. Aha! Here's another Pokemon we need. This is Sunkern. Statistically, the worst Pokemon in the entire game. I'm pretty sure every single one of its stats is 30, which gives it a base stat total of, I believe, 180, which is, yes, worse than Magikarp. And living up to its name, we caught it pretty much immediately. Put up no fight at all. Alright, get that data added to the Pokédex. It suddenly falls out of the sky in the morning. Knowing it's weak, it simply feeds until it evolves. Unfortunately, once it evolves, it really doesn't get too terribly much stronger, which is unfortunate, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Aha, here's the last Pokemon that we want to find in this particular patch of grass. This is Lotad. I suppose in a way this thing is a counterpart to Seedot. And as with most Hoenn games I've played, Lotad happens to be the rarer of the two for me because I already had Seedot. Anyway, we caught Lotad. Very nice. Add that data to the Pokédex. It looks like an aquatic plant and serves as a fairy to Pokemon that cannot swim. Neat stuff. Always nice to see a charitable Pokemon helping out the needy on the weekends. Alright, so now that we've got that one, I think I am going to try my luck and catch the Pokemon that only appears in shaking grass. Oh boy, wish me luck. Yep, it was friggin' Dunsparce. Oh man, that took a while. Anyone who's paying attention to the clock down there on the bottom screen. Yikes, I'm going to enjoy catching you. Oh my word. 1, 2, 3, and caught. Very nice. Gotcha, Dunsparce was caught. Let's add that well-earned data to the Pokédex. It creates mazes in dark locations. When spotted, it flees into the ground by digging with its tail. Oh, Dunsparce, Perplexing the community since 1999. Oh man, we finally got it. As you can see, it literally got darker out in the game for me hunting that. Anyway, now we are going to move on to the doubles grass on Route 20. There are 3 Pokemon we want to find in here, and they are all pretty rare, so let's hope I don't encounter 2 of them at once, because that would be tragic. Aha, there's one, as you can see. Good thing we caught Shroomish in the singles grass, because otherwise we would have 2 targets here right now, so I guess all I can really do is bait and switch on Lucario and use Victini to take down the Shroomish right there, because as you can probably expect, we want to be catching that Bonsly. Yeah, kinda random for a Bonsly to be here of all things, but I guess we'll go with it. Alrighty, let's smash that Shroomish with our powerful Flame Charge attack. I think that's the first time we've actually attacked anything in this episode. Wow. Anyway, pretty much everyone gets experience for that. It's going to low kick Houndoom for actually a decent amount of damage considering Bonsly is only level 11, and let's catch it. Jump cut. Beautiful. Simply beautiful. Bonsly was caught. Very good. It prefers an arid atmosphere. It leaks water that looks like tears when adjusting its moisture level. It's all a ruse, I told you guys! Actually, I didn't tell you guys anything. Alright, just 2 more Pokemon to find in this doubles grass. Aha! Here's one, Mime Jr., the second of 3 Pokemon in the doubles grass that I want to catch. Luckily, we didn't actually encounter it in a double battle, so that makes things a little bit easier for us. Now, hopefully, it will come quietly and without trouble. Of course. There we go, very nice. Mime Jr. was caught. Gender-neutral name and everything. It mimics the expressions and motions of those it sees to understand the feelings of others. Jeez, cat, you don't have to be so loud jumping up on furniture. Not sure if you heard that, but it scared the heck out of me. Oh. Alright, one more. Wow, really? The very next encounter, that wasn't even, wow, awesome. Venonat is the last Pokemon in the doubles grass that I want to catch. I am really glad it showed up on the very next encounter because it's actually quite rare in this grass, so whenever something rare just pops up instantly, it makes me very, very, very happy because, as you can tell, I've already been here for an hour recording. I'm not sure how long the video is by this point, but it's been quite a while real time. And it's going to be a little bit longer from the looks of it. There we go. Got Venonat. Get that data added to the Pokédex. Its big eyes are actually clusters of tiny eyes. At night, its kind is drawn by light. Neat. Bugs are cool. Kinda nasty, but cool, nevertheless. Anyway, now that we've got all 3 Pokemon that I wanted to get in the doubles grass on Route 20, we are going to be heading off to Floccesy Ranch, because I think it's high time we got revenge on Hoot Hoot, which I recall we attempted to catch multiple times, but kept on failing. And in addition to that, there are a couple of Pokemon that we can get here in Shaking Grass, so I want to go after them as well. Oh, wow, nice. Very first encounter. Man, I'm liking that luck. Hoothoot shouldn't be too terribly difficult to catch. As you can see, we've already used up 30 Pokeballs on our crusade here, which I believe is a success rate of about a third. Which honestly isn't bad since we haven't been weakening anything, because my Lucario's level 48. I have a feeling that wouldn't go too terribly well, because as we all know, you can't catch Pokemon when they're unconscious, only when they're on the brink of it. Beautiful. Hoothoot was finally caught. I believe I first encountered a Hoothoot in like episode 7 or 6 or something like that, and now it's episode 40. Yikes. It marks time precisely. Some countries consider it to be a wise friend versed in the world's ways. I don't know if I trust Hoothoot that much. Anyway, on to the not the doubles grass, the shaking grass. Ooh, here's one Togepi. Yeah, kinda random, but I suppose it makes sense. This place kinda has a reputation for hosting a couple of baby Pokemon, meaning Riolu, and it's kind of controversial whether or not it counts, but anyway, Togepi. As difficult to catch as ever. Alright, it's using Metronome. What's that gonna do? I'm curious. Metal Burst. That's interesting. Metronome's a fun move because you never know what you're gonna get, although you do know what you're not gonna get because they kinda blacklisted moves ever since you could call up Judgment in Generation 4 before Arceus was revealed. Oh, those were the days. There we go. Togepi was caught. Glad I was able to catch it pretty quickly. I was fighting along with it, and then I realized it was entirely possible that Metronome could call up Explosion, so thank God that didn't happen. It transforms the kindness and joy of others into happiness, which it stores in its shell. I don't know how you store happiness in a shell, but okay. Anyway, there's still one more Pokemon that we can get through Doubles Grass, so into the fray once again. Aha! Here's the other one. That actually wasn't too painful to locate. This is Happiny, yet another baby Pokemon, a really random one at that. I really don't think that Chansey really needed a baby form. But oh well, I guess most Pokemon that got a baby form never really needed one. Not gonna come quietly, are you, kid? There we go. Very nice. Happiny was caught. And that should be the last of the shaking grass for a little while at least, which makes me very, very happy. It likes to carry around a small rock. It may wander around others' feet and cause them to stumble. Very interesting. Now, I believe that makes 14 Pokemon that we've caught this episode so far, and I think I'd like to round it off at 15 before we end things off. Luckily, there is only one more Pokemon that we have yet to obtain in the Floccesy Ranch. Now, there's water around here somewhere that we can fish in. I know there is, because there is a lookup table for it. I just need to actually locate where that water is. Because, I'll be honest, I don't know, so I'll meet you guys back when I have found it. Here it is, right on the edge of the ranch, right here in the back. We want to fish something up. Now, the Pokemon that I want to locate in here isn't actually too terribly rare. It has a 30% encounter rate, which means I'm probably going to be here for like an hour trying to find it, if this is any indication. So, I will be right back. Okay, that actually wasn't too terribly bad. The first wild encounter I managed to get out of this river had Goldeen in it. This is the last Pokemon in the Floccesy Ranch that I want to catch. I think it's the last Pokemon in the ranch that we can actually catch at the moment. For this sort of revisit to old areas for catching all these Pokemon. I am not counting hidden grottos, Pokemon obtained through surfing, or Pokemon obtained through fishing in dark spots, since it's really just down to prayer that one of those actually show up adjacent to the shore, so I'd rather just wait and cover those when we get surf. I'm also not counting gift Pokemon, although I believe we have all the gift Pokemon we can get at the moment. Anyway, rounding off this episode, we have Goldeen. Though it appears very elegant when swimming with fins unfurled, it can jab powerfully with its horn. Yeah, you don't want to mess with this thing, because it will stab you. Anyway, I think, now that we have caught 15 Pokemon and we have pretty much completely caught up Aspertia City, Route 19, Route 20, and Floccesy Ranch to my satisfaction for the moment, I am going to fly back to Verbank City and heal, and we are going to end things off for now, which is going to be very nice. Definitely going to be catching more Pokemon in the next episode, but I think it's probably a good stopping point at 15, especially since we're going to be covering Verbank City and the Verbank Complex next, which could take a little while, so I think we're going to leave that to the next episode. Anyway, let's grab a medal here. Does it have anything to do with wild encounters? No, it has to do with fishing. We got the Good Rod Fisherman medal. And the Super Rod Fisherman medal. Wow. Just goes to show how long I was there trying to get Feebas. And, wow, the Great Customer medal. That's probably because we bought all those Pokeballs at the beginning of the episode. But I think, with that, we have caught Magikarp, Feebas, Basculin, Lotad, Sunkern, Ralt, Shroomish, Dunsparce, Bonsly, Mime Jr, Venonat, Hoothoot, Happiny, Togepi, and Goldeen. Wowie! And next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, we are going to be continuing our catch-up catching. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.